Good morning, everyone. I've already had my cup of coffee. I am on my way to work early this morning, early for me. And I was having a discussion on Facebook, like I do. And this one was about the Salvation Army, the twisted, manipulating group that it is that takes charity in order to suppress LGBT rights. I'm quite sure they do some other actual beneficial charities, but a charity that helps people with one hand and mashes an oppressed group in the other is not a charity to me. That's a twisted person. But my thought was, there's a lot of charities that are online as GoFundMes. You have somebody that's had a tornado hits their house, or there's a father that his wife killed her kids and herself, and so there's a GoFundMe to help support him get through this. And as I was kind of going through the comments, one of the comments was, "Oh yeah, more taxes. You've learned nothing." And so when he brought up taxes, because taxes hadn't been brought up in the conversation yet, he leaped to, "Oh, if we have no charity and we just support people, that means higher taxes." And it could, sure. But what if we didn't raise taxes? We do know the government is probably the most efficient way to do support for the community. The most efficient way for healthcare. Concentrating all the money in one spot and then separating it out from there is more efficient than having lots of health insurance companies all taking a piece of the pie. So the more middlemen you have, the less money gets to actual health care. So that's why government-run projects like healthcare, Medicare, is the most efficient because there's less middlemen in between you and your health care. So my thought was, why don't we have, or couldn't we have, a GoFundMe for a government-run project? A GoFundMe for charity, which would go towards something like food stamps or a slush fund for healthcare coverage, something where you could. I guess one of my issues, or one of my thoughts in the back of my head that I've held on to, is Warren Buffett was saying that taxes are too low, that he wishes that the government would change their tax code and tax him more than his secretary is being taxed. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And then you get a lot of criticism, or he got a lot of criticism, is, well, why didn't you just pay more taxes? Well, what if you don't want your taxes to go towards bombing Syria or making nuclear warheads? What if you don't want your taxes to go towards that? Or you don't want your taxes to go into the pockets of disgusting politicians? Or you don't want them to go towards subsidies for the oil company or pharmaceutical subsidies? I mean, for fuck's sake, that's, like, for me, that's my big pet peeve. I don't want my tax dollars going to giant corporations that are making billions of dollars in profit. I don't want that. But if there was a GoFundMe, and for like Warren Buffett, I'm sure he has the similar issue. But if there was a GoFundMe where you could donate money towards a government-run project like that and deduct that off your taxes at the same time, I think that could be the best of both worlds. It wouldn't be forced taxation, as all the anti-government people would say. They're not forcing you at gunpoint to donate to the people. You could donate at your will. You could have some assurance that the donation you're giving is going to actually benefit the people that you're thinking that it's going to. With government, you can have some assurances. You can have a disclaimer showing where the funds are going, and then you can have a vote, or you could say, since it's a donation, you could earmark, I want my donation to go towards this specifically, and have a mandate for that particular project where it has to go towards that. So that's my morning idea. Why not have a government GoFundMe charity account instead of these private organizations that act like the savior above, and when they get some money, they pick one or two people and say, you are saved, my child, but keep on giving because all these other people that we chose not to help are still suffering, so give us more money. Whereas the government will help everybody. We can mandate it to help everybody, or you could mandate it to go towards something that you want more money to go towards specifically. Anyway, that's my thought. I'm driving. I'm rambling. Have a great morning. Peace.